Hi, gang. Good morning. How's everybody doing? I'm checking my sound right now. Good. It's set right. Okay. You see, the audio is too low if I don't check the sound setting, because it likes to reset itself based on a Microsoft setting. It makes it to where it's too low. But, okay. Here, the reason I made this video to show you the Mikuni carburetor that I took off of my 97 Fatboy yesterday. And to show you something I forgot to tell you in my first video that's very important. And to talk to people that are indoctrinated with S&S products, to help you get your head out of your ass. Look, I've got 54 years experience, people. And when someone makes a comment like a guy yesterday, it made me very angry. So I just deleted the comment. He puts a comment, you need the original S&S. That's the finest carburetor. No, it's not. S&S is a investors group. They clone what is original parts made by Harley Davidson or uh, things that are made for Harley Davidson that were original. Okay, they clone parts. They are no different than Chinese carburetors. If you get an S&S, it might be chrome plated to be real pretty, and you might pay $600 for their Mikuni carburetor or $600 for a starter that they have. You know, but you're only getting screwed over. They are an extortionist group of investors. If you look at their history, uh, uh, a rich woman bought them in the early 1960s. They started out, they made clone push rods for Harley Davidson. It was just a stunt to see if they could make money selling parts. And it was cloned push rods, for that at time, let's see, the late 1950s, that was around 1959. Okay, we were still using the pan head at that time. Okay, the pan head, Harley. Um, there you go. And they've had random owners to where they'd sell to another owner, you know, or back and forth. And it's just investors is all it is. Their parts are not made by them. They clone, they have vendors, they'll get the best bid, like this carburetor here, this Mikuni. This is the one I took off of my Harley Fatboy yesterday. It's an original also. They will take this and just make clone parts for it. You see? Because they can't legally take this and use the same stampings or the same numbers or part number. So if you buying from S&S, let me tell you something. I have 54 years experience. You're making a fool out of yourself. You're making a fucking fool out of yourself. Don't buy anything from S&S. Buy Harley Davidson parts, people. And not all Harley Davidson parts are American made. Like these original Mikunis, okay, the story on these, guess where these were originally made? Japan. Japan. But see, when these were originally made, Japanese was the machining capital of the earth, and electronics capital of the earth. Now, a lot of people don't know the electronics capital of the earth is Israel. Yeah, that's a shocking fact, but it's true. See, us master mechanics with experience like I have, we know these things, people. Okay? But these were made by the Japanese, and they're very precise. That's why Harley Davidson bought these from Japan when they first started using them on their bikes. These are good carburetors. But S&S cannot be above this carburetor because S&S, they make a clone model of this carburetor. It's cloning. But they have to get other companies. The brand S&S means nothing. The name S&S is just a group of investors that invest to make a bunch of money off people, and then they split it all up, you see, and they don't care about you. But they have to hire vendors to form and mold metals, which they're going to get the cheapest bid that they can. You see, they're going to get the cheapest bid. Also, CV carburetors. Everybody's ape shit crazy about CV carburetors, but let me tell you something about them. CV carburetors, you got the rubber umbrella on the top, okay? All right. As a result, your needle that goes down to your main jet, those can move to the right or the left. They can fluctuate. You can get cracks up by the rubber on the top. Okay, the rubber can also come loose to where it pushes on. It can harden, and not only that, but you rev the bike up, you have to wait for it to rev down by itself. As to where with the beautiful Mikuni, the reason they're preferred by professionals, this animal right here, uh, you turn that throttle, this linkage over here on the side, you can throttle it down immediately. So, but on the CV, you can't do that. You turn that throttle all the way down, but you're still going to have to wait until that umbrella needle decides to let it go back down into the main bit. So that's the reason, people. That's the reason. And if you got a CV on one, keep it fine tuned. Make sure that rubber on that umbrella is good. Keep your it has a fuel mixture screw and an air mixture screw on the CV. Keep it fine tuned. And I've told in my videos, it's got thousands and thousands of views of how to adjust that and the Coonies, okay? If you people have watched this stuff, and I've told people, write this information down. Make your own little book. Write this information down and don't ever forget it, okay? Because you got too many novice people that don't know what they're talking about. Like you take Kevin Baxter. People, to your shock, Kevin Baxter is not a mechanic. That's a salesman. He reads things off of the screen as though he's a mechanic, gets someone to disassemble things, to where he has an engine sitting up on a bench or whatever. But then they keep cutting the video to where the actual person that disassembled it, walked away. And people think that is not a damn mechanic. He doesn't even know the different viscosities of motor oils. He believes bullshit that's written on bottles or what is in marketing ads. He's a damn salesman, okay? And I've told him so too, and given him correct information, but he rapidly deleted that information that I left for him about how the oil weight is measured at 240 degrees Fahrenheit. He could see he didn't want people to know that he was wrong and I was right. He wanted people to believe bullshit. So, but these are just some examples. I mean, an original key hit. Okay, that's a good carburetor. But still, it's a simple carburetor. I've had some good luck with them. I had a key hen on a 77 Harley Sportster. Yeah, it was a good carburetor. But for the big twins, Mikuni. Mikuni is the answer, people. Quit messing with CV carburetors. You don't need that rubber umbrella and those leaks that can happen, and the needle having distortion issues in it. Okay. This is the way to go right here. But what I forgot to tell y'all yesterday, and do listen to me closely, pay attention to what I'm saying. If you look in here, you see you've got the spray nozzle. See this little gold tip sticking out right here? Right here, little gold tip. All right. Anytime, all right, on these carburetors, you can randomly check this. But if you move it into position, it's not going to move. Put your finger, see where the throttle plate is right here? Right here. Put your finger in the middle of that and then all the way at the bottom. See to where you're behind that, see to where you're sitting directly behind that fuel nozzle. All right. Then accelerate. See when it's got fuel in the bowl. Accelerate it. All right. Well, it's still got gasoline in it. It sprayed out at me. And make sure it sprays on the back of your finger right in the middle, see, of where this plate is right here. Right in the middle of where that plate is. Put your finger behind it. All right. Don't ever push these down because they will pop loose and fall down in the fuel bowl. All that holds them on underneath is a O-ring, is all that holds them in. Take a pair of needle nose pliers and put on it very gentle, and hold it upward so it doesn't fall down. You can turn it to get it to where it sprays right in the middle. Right in the middle. See, that's where you want it. That way, when the spray comes out, see, it's in the middle. This is the back of the carburetor. See where the throttle plate is? It's going to spray out the middle. So to give equal fuel to each cylinder to go into the intake manifold. That's very, very important. Now, these parts will be very good off of this, and I suspect I know what it needs is to take this of the top off of it, take the one screw out, and take the needle out of it. Just pull it straight up. Okay, clean that. I think it might be the board, original machining board, that to where that needle goes through it. So down to the main jet. I think that may have been what's always been wrong with this carburetor. Is that one thing? Because this bike, this Fatboy, it does have 70,000 miles on it. It's in very good condition, but somebody did a lot of riding. It ran a lot. It can be fixed. It's like I said yesterday about these carburetors. These last a lifetime. I'm age 69, okay? And I guarantee you, if someone would have had this on a motorcycle the day I was born, they could still be using it because these last forever. They sell kits for them. You can get kits for these that come with the plug, float needle. Even the part where, the barrel, that the float needle rides in. Those can leak too. You got to watch those. You can buy all that stuff, a kit like that for $22. They go between 18 and $22 on eBay. But there you go, folks. I just wanted to clear this up with people. Quit being suckered by S&S people. Don't be their fool. You're just making people rich that are just making a fucking fool out of you people. They cannot beat that new carburetor or that one that I've shown you. They cannot beat that because that's original, meaning The Japanese built those carburetors, okay? And they are good. See, Chinese versions of stuff is where you want to steer away from. But S&S, those carburetors they're selling for $600 are no different than those Chinese carburetors you're paying $80 for. So you're making fools out of yourself, people. And then, they go and take a HD, a starter or whatever. Uh, I also made a video about those starters, the brand name, how that they're the same starters used in the Dodge Ram pickup for the 318 V8 and several models of Toyota cars. Uh, I mean, they will take those and they will have them chrome white on the outside and sell to people for 600 damn dollars. When you can get those on eBay, an average price of 189, but some suppliers sell them. I bought one for as cheap as $112 2 years ago. And it's just as good as one that you might pay S&S some 600 damn dollars for it. And you don't need a chrome plated starter when you can buy the chrome ring that goes on the outside of the starters that holds on with one screw to where that's, the chrome you can't, Same as these carburetors. Why would they need to be chrome plated when the two cylinders are going to hide it? It's shadowed in the air cleaner. You see? You know, just because something is a shiny chrome does not make it better, people. See, it's what something is, that matters. But the spray nozzle, the fuel spray nozzle, I forgot to tell y'all about that yesterday. It's very important because a lot of people, they'll put these on their Harley, their bike, and that spray nozzle will be spraying to the right or even the wrong damn direction, you know? And it needs to be to where it sprays in the middle of the carburetor bore or where that throttle plate is. So that's where it needs to be. Okay. But anyway, hope you're all having a good day and I'm doing great. And people, when you tell me novice bullshit about S&S or that guy yesterday telling me I was wrong, that S&S is super, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're going by what marketers said or bullshitters that make power sports videos or racing videos. You don't know what you're talking about. You're not a master machinist like I am. You are not a metals engineer like I am. With auto mechanic and Harley mechanic, heavy equipment mechanic with 54 years experience, people, you know? But then you want to tell me I'm wrong, you know? Piss on that, piss on it. I'm telling you how it is. You can learn from me or you can be stupid. It's your choice, okay? But anyway, later, and thank you, Jesus Christ. And I'm glad that I'm a blunt person. Sure, I may lose some subscribers because I'm blunt. But people, I tell it like it is. I'm not going to hold back truth or tell anything half-assed just so that people will smile and be appeased by me. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to tell the truth about how things are, about anything that I know, that I've learned to be absolute truth. Like there are some truths, like measurements, in machining, for example. Uh, when these things are equated, the final result in a blueprint, and it'll say equals true, equals true. True is true, okay? But later, I love you, Jesus Christ. I'm very blessed. But the new carburetor has worked out on the Fatboy. It's fine. So we're okay there. And that one, see, for backup, that's going to be a good carburetor because this time I'm going to do what I didn't do the last time when I rebuilt it. I'm going to take that main needle out of it. I'm going to take that main needle and I'm going to focus on that bore, that goes through that carburetor that would be about that long. I'm going to focus on that. But that carburetor could still be being used in 70 years from now. It's a good carburetor, and I'm going to save it for backup. But anyway, later, people, it's a beautiful day.